Oh, let's get it. I'm back. So, try to go ahead and make this something where it's more understandable. And first things first, your first time streaming in, we go ahead and right now it's like 11:03 Eastern time. I'm on the East Coast. Shout out to Jersey. And what I like to do is show people how the market goes ahead and kind of moves throughout the day. Now, nothing is set in stone, but there are certain times that you definitely want to understand. Between 9:30 and 10 is your most volatile time, meaning that everyone's buying, selling during that time. People are trying to profit from positions they may have got in yesterday, day before, a couple of days before, I should say. Or people are trying to go ahead and grab positions that they're looking to go ahead and get in for maybe a couple of weeks ahead or the next day, whatever the case is. Just know 9:30 and 10 o'clock be the business. All right. Now, between the 10 and 11, we can see, and I hate to say that it's a breakout, but it makes more sense to see whether we go ahead and get more of an understanding of what direction is happening. And around 11 could be reversals. It's not always guaranteed. And when I say reversals, is that whatever happened in the morning, it could probably went ahead and let's say we started with like a high, it could probably reach a high around 11, and could probably change or continue. But since it's 11 o'clock right now, we're going to get straight into your other resource. You should definitely have the SPDR app. If you don't have the SPDR app, what are you doing? All right. It's called sector rotation. This is how you're going to go ahead and eat, meaning that we like to play the trades based on how, the sectors are moving. So when it comes towards what we're looking at, we just, oh, shoot, hold up. What did I just do? When we go ahead and when we look at the sectors, you literally not looking so much just for a percentage. I like to go ahead and just navigate to see what I see and see where there's an opportunity of continuation, maybe it could reverse. So right now, the strongest percentage numbers that I see, if I just go from the highest one to the lowest, the highest one would be the tech sector is down red about negative 2.21%. I'm not really so concerned about the percentage. My thing is this going to go up to the 3%? Is it going to reverse? So I would like to look at those charts. Apple, Microsoft, Nibby is something that I give to my group daily when I can chart it. And I've been trying to get McDonald's for the longest. And it's something that, especially with it just had news, so it's dropping. Like let's be honest, like they just went ahead and news that Nibby happened to have was something where because of what's going on with the tariffs, they have had a pause put on some chips that they ordered from China or some shit like that. So Nibby could go ahead and Nibby, I'm not lying. Anytime Nibby, and this is just share wise, Nibby getting to 100, whatever, I'm looking long term. It's not with no shadow of a doubt. When Nibby gets to 100, I'm always loading. Under 100 has always been my thing, share wise, that I'm loading with Nibby. And the reason why is because anybody that knows, especially my class of 2023, we was in Nibby when that thing was $200 some. All right, I got locked up. By the time I get locked up, that thing shoots. While I'm in the feds, it shoots up to $800 some a share. And we were talking about it, and I kid you no live. I'm lying, I'm flying, I'm still here. It's like, nah, but no, we literally, I was in that. And at that time, people may have thought they had $200 some for a share. No, it's a still a fucking deal. So what I need to know is that ARM probably already went the fuck off. Because ARM, even though you may not see it listed in the, damn, this was the opening. Yeah, this is how it opened. Even though you may not see it listed in my in the SPDR app, it's a tech that I like, and I've been messing with it for a while since it premiered on the stock market exchange when I was in the Feds. That's the crazy part. When I was in the Feds, I had my girlfriend at the time go ahead and literally send an email to my group telling them about ARM. That's how dedicated I was. I had to to keep myself sane there, I had to keep sane and to go ahead and talk about other things because the atmosphere is really crazy in the Fed. So, if I don't keep level-headed and keep my mind on the stocks and stuff, it's easy to fall off real easy. So what I'm doing is I'm just living out. And this is a 5 minute, so of course it's on like a smaller frame. But what I like to do also, because of that, that's just ARM. I'm trying to see if ARM is going to give an opportunity. when we look at SPY, I feel like it's chop. Me and somebody else in the group called it already. I feel like it's definitely chop. You had this little opportunity for a reverse around like 10:25. So 10:25. So you had 30-minute thing for a reverse for a call. And then you chop again. I think, but this is my thing. I feel initially, you know, my thing, we never hit 528. Remember I said, and look at the live from early this morning, that was only like an hour. We never hit that. So I did say we was getting 529. So 529 would have been a bounce. And my thing is, if we reverse, then I needed to go over 532, XPX. I would love it over 5. This is a smallest time frame. Love it over 5, 3, 4, 5, 9, 3, I guess. Yeah. But what my VIX doing? Because is VIX going up? I mean up. VIX going down? Talk about up. Can't make that up. So once again, reason why we look at VIX, you should not go ahead and ignore this. VIX is something that I already been knew about, and I'll try to go ahead, especially as I bring in my 2025 class, understand we look at VIX is not a stock. It's a volatility. So what it means is that it gives you the opportunity of knowing when VIX is down, we're up in the market. When VIX is up, we go down. Now, we've been hovering over this 30.26. This is why I have it a different color. It's always been like a make or break. So 30.26, do it bring us to 29.75? Do it bring us to 29.57? You know, and this is my thing. We continue to go down. We're going to go up, and we're going to catch this on the upside. But the thing about catching it on the upside, and I always tell people, is entries matter with SPY, XPX. So will it go here and here? So for me, and this is just me, if I was to do a call XPX, and I may even just because, so VIX is like an index. Let me say that. So like I said, it's an index. So I guess you're going to say it's a stock, whatever the case is, but it's something where you use it for volatility. I don't even want to be on Robinhood, honestly. After what happened with me trying to, I really don't want to be on this one. All of them are so out the money, even for the one for the 17th. See, this is what happens. You had two. So Friday we closed. We take that out, right? Monday we chopped all day because of what happened overnight into pre-market. Most of the move was there. Then we went ahead. Tuesday, you really didn't see anything, you know, which is why I was telling somebody in my group Friday, trying to get into a trade, hoping that, you know, it'll play into the favor on Monday. And he got into the trade, not for nothing. He had time. So I think he got in that trade on Thursday for it to expire on Monday. It was just the fact that the actual contract, even as it's going in his favor, because he got into it to chop, he's not really experiencing any profit. So that's why I told people, understand your chop, understand when you get in. Just because you have time to trade, that don't mean it's time to trade. So XPX, the only one, I mean, and I'm being, that's still, like, I don't know, now they don't got them running like 300, which is crazy. The good ones is running 300, bro. 300. And this is crazy, because not for nothing, I remember I used to pay $100-some for this type of contract. That 5,500 for the 17th. Tomorrow. But once again, this could be just a scout. This is my thing. If it's something where I feel like, this is where I feel like I'll go back to the spot sometimes. If I feel like Hold on, let me just take that off because they ain't finished. I don't want to plot nothing and still print. I feel like if I go ahead and, especially with what happened over the week, you gotta realize these premiums, even though they got ones that end on the 17th, which is tomorrow, they got ones that end on the 21st, and then we could play the ones that end in the 21st would be like, what, a 3-day, really, because you don't count the weekends. So XPX expiration days, it's the 21st, every 3 days, a day, that day. That's how the expiration are, how the contracts end, right? Unfortunately, all the contracts get juiced or killed when we chop. Boom, 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 boom. So sometimes, and I said this in the last stream, I take back when I said one time on one of the streams last week, oh, we don't play a Thursday into a Friday. The fuck we don't. Because like I said, I journal my trades sometimes. I've looked at one, literally, that I put on social media, and that was a Thursday into Friday, and that's like the 28th. Way before people talking about tariffs, it was like maybe the end of March, or like the 27th. So I said that to say that was a perfect example of a Thursday play, banked it to Friday, and I think that week I did a Tuesday play that banked it to Wednesday morning. So my thing is, I hate playing. I'm gonna say I hate playing. If we get the reversal, I'd just rather go ahead and get it with clear confirmation and confluence instead of getting up and down. But he coming, so we got our Uncle Jerome Powell coming in, right? Why he's talking, I have no idea. I ain't gonna hold you. Because it's nothing about the race. But where we're at, it's like we're up and down the spot. We're averaging between going down like $4.80 to going back up to like $5. So once you get a move, especially, what was it, like a $7, $8 move? Because once again, look at the stream from this morning. I said we was going to 529 at least. I did have 528. I did. It's always safe to at least have one more. But I did have 528. But that right there, and this is a 1 minute, it's a lot of noise. So I do like to use it just to see how we going. Because, once again, if it's chopped, it makes no sense. I hate looking at it. And you miss out. By me personally speaking, I feel like you miss out when it's chopped. Same thing with Tessie. Tessie did what it wanted to do. Now it's chopped. Spy me just chop. Oh my god. And I don't even know what's, like, I'm trying to think. What's he talking about? Let's ask Grok. Let's put this to use. Croaky. Alright, what is? But the ass. What is? They probably don't even know. Jerome Powell. Sorry, y'all. Let's see if go now. Well, I'll put the darn thing. So, Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell is expected to speak today, April 16th at 1:30 Eastern Time at the Economic Club of Chicago. While the exact content of his speech is not publicly detailed in advance, recent trends and economic content suggest he will likely address key issues such as inflation, interest rates, and the economic impact of the President Trump's tariff policies. Like I'm saying, he was due to speak anyway, so it's not like him speaking. Not saying that it's all about words, but it's not like this is a federal decision in regards towards seeing if they're going to increase or decrease rates. That's what Trump would want him to do. Trump wants him. He got a tough spot because Trump wants him to go ahead and decrease interest rates. He's looking at economic data. I just told y'all the report from February and March, the inflation is cooling. So his mind, from his perspective, is like, what am I cutting rates for? Because you just want me to cut rates because you did tariffs? So it's like it's a tough spot, honestly. And based on recent statements and market sentiment, Powell may emphasize the Federal Reserve's cautious approach to monetary policy with no immediate change to the current interest rate of 4.25, 4.50% expected. So this is the thing. The last meeting he had, he said he wasn't changing. But this was way before the tariffs. I think that last meeting was, and we could look it up on Growth, but I think the last meeting was in January or February. Damn sure it wasn't in March. Or maybe it was in March. Yeah, maybe the last meeting was last month in March. But basically, when we had it, he said he ain't changing shit. All right? He's leaving it unchanged. Like I said, I remember whenever we did have it was way before tariffs got into talk in regards towards it being taken into place. So we're at this 4.25%. Inflation-wise, right? That's how much the rates are. So the rates are averaging between 4.25, 4.50%. All right? Inflation, the key is always to be under 3. That's how I keep things. Like, they like to go ahead, and 3 has always been under that, and we're good. 3 and over, we ain't doing good. So based on that, and knowing that he already see no changes, he could discuss the Fed's dual mandate of managing inflation towards the 2% target. Like I just said, they always want to go ahead and keep it on 3%. You just heard it. Their target is to have inflation at 2%. All right? We've been coming down based on these reports, which is crazy because I don't know, which is why Trump, if you look at one of the streams from last week, he tweeted on the Truth Social about us being down for inflation because it's been a while. And the crazy part is we down with inflation, but it ain't making sense to reports because things ain't adding up when it comes towards jobs. Now people can't find a job. People sitting up here, look, going ahead and things costing more, cutting back. So it's like, what? Huh? So I know it's confusing. I know. I'm just telling you what's going on. So posts on X indicate markets are closely watching for hints on whether he's going to go ahead and maintain his higher for longer stance on rates or signal potential rate cuts and rising political and economic uncertainty. But if you know me, and especially if I do the one-on-ones with you, we get in on Jerome Powell, the class of 2023, the class of 2024, and any of the class of 2025, I introduce you to this man because he's important. And I say that to say, I call him my Uncle Jerome Powell because he's been in this position for a minute. He's not even due to leave until 2026. But if you look up how long he's been in position, I swear to you, he's been in this motherfucker for about 10, 15 years, I promise you. So what's going to happen in regards towards him speaking today, as you can see, they got all the freaking articles, everybody watching. But my thing is, I don't even know. And I don't know why somebody said 11:30 when it's 1:30. So that's another thing. Sometimes you may get some wrong information. Because you gotta realize Twitter is just people, me and you. But at 1:30 Eastern Time, you can follow this guy, XRP Arthur. Go ahead. He's into crypto. He's in XRP. I'm part of XRP. We ain't gonna talk about that. But anyway, he's part of the group that I'm in, or I'm part of the group that he's in. All right, we in the same group. And at 1:30, Fed Chair Jerome Powell speaks in Chicago markets. We'll watch his words closely. Inflation remains sticky, and political pressure is mounting. So I mean, up or down, I'm just trying to get it how I get it. It's, I just want it. Once again, live and direct. I said if we're going up, we need to get it over. And what's crazy is understand these patterns. And I hope this doesn't end the live. Please tell me you can still see me if I do this. But understand these patterns. Like right here. I'm gonna make that little. That's stupid. I did it. We went here. We went up a little. Down a little. Up. Consolidated. Do that not look like a damn W to you? What they really call it, I don't give me, I swear to you. I forgot what it is. I think it's called Head and Shoulders. Or it's something like a Head and Shoulders. No, it's not a Head and Shoulders. Don't lie to me. Don't lie. I don't want to lie. Y'all. It's not a Head and Shoulders. But it definitely creates this W. You feel me? So we're going to say that for later for one day. And literally, as I'm talking to you, I don't have to make this up. It did what it needed to do. But, God, the move. Oh, my God, it's coming. And my thing is, we're going to go back to where we open or what? So, VIX hit 29.75. Literally while I'm talking to you guys. But I don't see when it comes towards XP. So yeah, this is, I would like the catch it reversing 11 o'clock. Certain times matter. This is a live trade. But the thing is, I don't get, it's not giving, it's not doing what it needs to do. The contracts on XPX. So you may just have to play SPY. God, I hate that when they don't give me a good contract. Yeah. The only one, remember that one I was talking about, that 5,500? That one took off. But think about it, got 1,000 on it though. That don't went off. Oh, I hate that. I hate it. And I hate, oh. SPY. Yeah, SPY going off. I feel like it's thinking here. What? Tomorrow, just in case this nigga say some shit, you know. It's 11:25. This would be my cutoff. So if people ask me if you get a 0 day, my cutoff, and I would have gotten in there early because I feel like the better you get off, 11:30, I really would be like 11. So I don't even say 11:25, but that really would be pushing it if you going to get it the same day, in my opinion. Because after 12, I ain't even looking at it. That's why I said 11. Because you really want to get it the same day, you got to get in early at 9:45. I can't say a certain time. So let me not say 9:45. It's based on your setup, but 9 out of 10, if you're looking based on your contracts and everything, you got to notice it's going down, nigga. We getting it. Like the 542 for tomorrow. It's 150. We could have been in this motherfucker. It's literally reversing. Where was you? And this is what I tell people when I look at, and please play this back as you can see it. Can't make this up. Cannot make this up. So this is why the time matters. Not saying that every time at 11 o'clock this happens and it changes. No, but I have studied this. You know, I'm not the only one that has noticed shit like this. And we always go ahead and we just play, at least for the SPDR, the VIX. Like, I'm looking at the sectors. I'm looking. So you seen how I told you. Technology probably won't, not say it won't move, but we probably won't see more because of what happened with that Nvidia, whatever that damn company called. You know, Nivy. That hoe. What happened with that got technology down, you know. But you got communication services, you got energy up, I ain't gonna lie. XLP would have been great. XLP, you seen how XLP initially played this back. Notice, I'm never looking at percentage-wise. I'm just seeing what the percentage already happens to be, and if I could have opportunity. XLP, rewind this for today, and it's only been 27 minutes. So to act like you can't rewind. You rewind back to 27 minutes, and at least go ahead and play it from this timestamp and 27 minutes ago. You'll see us talking about XLP and the fact that it was green. It was like maybe 1 point something percent. Look where it's at now. So that gives you an opportunity of kind of seeing, all right, are we going to reverse with XLK? Are we going to still go down? Consumer staples. We already know energy is doing this thing. Oil. Is it an oil report today? So usually when I do, we could do That's a whole nother that I taught one time. I think in the 2023 class or maybe 2024 class. It's called Oil Report Wednesdays. Yeah, it came at 10:30. It's called Crude Oil Report. I'll show you on investing.com app. Oh, I got the app. Even better. So go to the app store. I'm like, damn, I got the app. Now, think about investing.com, because it is something that is, live data. I will understand why I make it a little confusing to comprehend the data that you see on there. Like, you may read it and then interpret it the wrong way. And that's going to happen. Especially as you're getting new. Why do they always want you to log into things? Lord have mercy. Like, Jesus Louises. I hope y'all still, can y'all still see me? This is ridiculous. Like, why you gotta do all this? Come on. Wrong email. Yo, the thing don't even want to work. Oh my God, bro. Technical difficulties at the worst. I don't know they're gonna have it on their page. See, they're not gonna have it on the page. The app has it, but why is it not working? It's not taking into account. Cancel this. Oh, go ahead with Apple, man. Oh my God. Like, this is aggravating, bro. Alright, damn, finally. So when you go ahead and you go in here, you could get exactly like alerts, but this is a thing. Markets, news. So this is the news, whatever. But I gotta play around with it because I'm not used to seeing it from this view. The calendar. There it goes. So the calendar will give you, and it's